a guest interview. This isn't a panel discussion. This is a space where we tell the truth, not the polished version, not the version we post after we figured out everything. The truth that still unfolding, the truth that's still teaching us, the truth that's still healing us. And today, I want to talk about something many of us know all too well: survival. Not surviving a single moment, not surviving one bad day, but surviving so much for so long that survival start feeling normal. And eventually, it start feeling like who you are. The problem with survival mode, I've learned something. Survival mode is helpful when you're in a battle. The problem is many of us never leave the battlefield. We learn how to stay alert. We learn how to anticipate disappointment. We've learned how to prepare for impact. We've learned how to protect ourselves. And after a while, those survival skills become habits. Then those habits become identity. You don't even realize it. You stop resting. You start bracing. You stop receiving. You start preparing. You stop living. You start surviving. The line that started this reflection, one of the lines from Couch Confessional says, "My heartbeat been writing its own witness statement." When I wrote that, I kept thinking about the body remembers things. Sometimes your mouth moves on, but your body doesn't. Your mind says you're okay, but your shoulders stay tight. Your calendar says life is moving forward, but your nervous system is still standing guard, still watching, still waiting, still expecting something to happen. And sometimes the danger isn't even there anymore. Think about for a second. What battles have you survived that you never processed? Not overcame, not conquered, not posted about, processed. What happened that taught you to stay guarded? What happened that taught you not to trust easily? What happened that convinced you strength meant carrying everything alone? Take a moment. Think about it. Because healing starts with honesty. When strength becomes heavy, a lot of people admire strength, but nobody talks about how heavy it can become. Especially when everyone expects you to be strong. Especially when people only know the version of you that keeps going. The version that performs, the version that produces, the version that handles it. But what happens when a strong one gets tired? What happens when the one everyone leans on needs somewhere to lean? What happens when you spend years carrying things you were never supposed to carry by yourself? Those are the real questions. And they are questions worth asking. One question has stayed with me. Am I living or am I bracing? Because those are not the same thing. Living creates, living dreams, living builds, living explores. Bracing prepares for impact. Bracing expects loss. Bracing waits for something to go wrong. Bracing never fully relaxes. And if you're not careful, we can spend years preparing for battles that already ended. So, survival taught me resilience. It taught me endurance. It taught me adaptability. And I'm grateful for those lessons. But survival also taught me some things I had to unlearn. It taught me hyper independence. It taught me overthinking. It taught me to expect disappointment. It taught me to stay ready instead of stay present. And growth required me to look at those lessons honestly. Not everything that protected me was meant to stay with me forever. Some things were seasonal. Some things were necessary at the time. But not everything belongs in the next chapter. The shift happens when I stopped asking, how do I survive this? And started asking, who am I becoming through this? That's a different question. One focus on endurance and the other focus on transformation. One focus on getting through and the other focus on growth. And sometimes growth looks like learning how to trust peace, learning how to rest, learning how to stop carrying things that don't belong to you, learning how to breathe without waiting for impact. I want to leave you with a few questions. Take them into your journal. Take them in your quiet time. Take them into your next conversation with yourself. What battles have you survived that never processed? Is your body still reacting to wars that ended years ago? What part of your life still operates from protection instead of purpose? What would you change if you stopped expecting collapse? And most importantly, are you living or are you bracing? If you're listening today, I want you to hear this. Survival got you here. Honor that. Respect that. Don't minimize what you overcame. But don't stop there, because survival was never supposed to become your identity. It was a chapter, a significant chapter, a difficult chapter, a chapter that taught you lessons. But it's not the whole story. And maybe that's a reminder today. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than what you endured. You are more than the battle. You're still becoming. This has been Couch Confessional Reflection. I'm POETTHEGOD. Until next time, tell the truth, even if your voice shakes, because sometimes the truth is the first step toward becoming free.